We're going to go over to the Chiefs-Broncos game. Chiefs 34. Grant. The Broncos 28 points. What the hell? Is Russell Wilson back? Have they fired Steve Spagnuolo yet? How do you allow the Broncos to score 28 points? A team that hasn't probably scored an offense more than one offensive touchdown all year, maybe? I don't know. It's been like a while. I mean, Russell Wilson might actually surpass the total amount of bathrooms he has in his house with touchdown passes at this point now.
I think
you guys completely screwed this up. What is going on in Kansas City? How does that happen? Grant, 28 points to the Broncos? What is going on? I thought Russell Wilson falls apart in December.
Well,
he might just be getting started.
Well, if you saw the shot Frank Clark gave him yesterday, that brother is not going to be playing for a while. You saw him on the turf, and his eyes were just like,
You see
the knot on the top of his head?
And then the knot he had on his head. Jeez.
Oh, my God. You know what's funny? Is yesterday, after the Willie Gay 4th and 1, pick six, there's a camera that pans over to Travis on the bench, and he's laying back, and he's got a janky-ass grin, smile on his face. Hands are on the bench. He's like, yeah, we gonna beat this ass today. This will be over. I'll be down by the third quarter. And then, the Broncos get the ball back, and then they, punt after that. It's 27 rip, thinking, this is easy. And I almost texted the group chat and said, is this the game that gets Nathaniel Hackett fired? I was thinking at this point.
It was your fault. You jinxed it.
I said I was going to, but I decided not to.
You were thinking it still counts.
Which is fair. And then they get a stop, and I'm thinking, oh, shit, they're going to go down and score again. 34 to rip. They're going to be booing everyone. They're going to be blown out by one of their most hated rivals at home. Sell the organization, fire the head coach, agree to send Russell Wilson back to Seattle, but Seattle declines the trade. And then for some reason, Patrick Mahomes tries to be cooler than everyone else, and Josie Jewell gets the interception, and it's like, all right, they give these guys a little bit of life. Okay.
Go Hawks.
All right, go Hawks, by the way. And, Judy, let's not forget, Jerry Judy's a good athlete. Just put a nice move on the rookie corner, touchdown. All right, 27-7. Okay, whatever. And then again, a little pressure in Patrick's face. But for some reason, let's jump off the ground and throw this football with 2 feet in the air. And then Patrick Surtain says, I'm going to take this. And then another touchdown, and it's like, oh, my God, they're going to do it again. And then the wheels just – and then for some reason, Spags on a third and 14 in the second half, when you're up by 2 touchdowns, let's bring in the house. Okay. Yeah, nice little 70-yard touchdown pass for the Broncos. And I'm just like, this is unbelievable. They're gonna piss this game away, and they're gonna lose. But it's funny, as I was watching the game, I said, even though they're within 1 possession, it still feels like a 2 or 3 possession game. The Broncos had no business being in that game at all. But the Chiefs, they need to stop beating themselves. And also, for the love of God, can they win on 2nd and 20 or 1st and 20? I can count about 15 times this year where they've had someone at 1st and 20, and then they give up a 14-yard play on 2nd down, or to get it to 2nd and 4. It's absolutely ridiculous that they just kind of, it seems like they just take plays off. It's like 1st and 20, we're good. And they just let a team get back and do a nice drive. It's just ridiculous.
It's hard when it's tough though against a guy that's nicknamed Mr. Unlimited.
Apparently. But yeah, to your point, Dylan, unfortunately, Spags is still around. And we'll see what Davis Mills can do this weekend against them. But it's unbelievable again how many times yesterday they had the Broncos. 1st and 20, 2nd and 16, 4th and 12. And they give up these big plays, and they let these drives go on to continue for the other team to get momentum and to come back into it. It's unbelievable. And to have a turnover in 8 straight games, it's not an Andy Reid coach like team. And they're lucky they got off to that hot start yesterday, because it almost came back to bite them in the ass again. And it's crazy. I'm talking all this acting like the world is ending. And even then, still Mahomes had over 320 yards passing and 3 touchdowns against the league's 3rd best overall defense. It's just like his bar is that high where, he, has a game like that and he still played bad. And, Jerick McKinnon had a nice game out of the backfield, and Pacheco was, was good on the ground when they gave him carries. I still wish Andy would run him the ball more like they did against Tampa this year in that second half against the Chargers game.
Has Andy Reid found a run play that he likes yet in his coaching career?
I haven't found it yet.
Okay.
No.
Still searching for that one.
Maybe a 3rd and 1 QB sneak in Denver when his quarterback's kneecap goes into his calf. But I still haven't found that yet.
Okay. But like you said, anytime you can go win against your hated rival in their home stadium, it's not a bad day.